haustra. The contracting segment and receiving segment on either side remain in their respective state for long periods. So there is uniform repetition of the haustra along the colon. Net forward propulsion occurs when sequential migration of haustra occurs along the length of the bowel. These are contractions similar to that of segmentation. They help in mixing and circulation of chyme within the large intestine. So propulsive movements, that is mass movements. These are peristaltic movements and that propel colonic contents toward the rectum. The mechanism of colonic peristalsis is same as the intestinal peristalsis. The motor events in the transverse and descending colon. It is triggered by the increased delivery of ileal chyme into ascending colon following a meal. So gastrocolic reflex, we will see in what do you mean by gastrocolic reflex in the next. So irritants like castor oil, threatening agents like parasites and enterotoxins can initiate mass movement. It starts at the middle of transverse colon and is preceded by relaxation of the circular muscle and the downstream disappearance of haustral contractions. Mass colonic peristalsis is stronger peristaltic contraction that forcefully pushes the content from colon into the rectum. Activation of mass peristalsis in colon finally leads to the initiation of defecation reflex. It also cleans the large intestine. It occurs 3 to 4 times a day and is initiated usually after a meal. Mass peristalsis is not affected after colostomy. So colonic reflexes include colonocolonic reflex and gastrocolic reflex. So as the name implies, colonic reflex is the relaxation of the entire colon in response to distension of one part of the colon. So this is partly mediated by sympathetic fibers. So gastrocolic reflex is initiated when food accumulates in the stomach. Distension of the stomach causes motility of proximal and distal colon. This pushes the colonic content into the rectum, which stimulates the desire for defecation. Therefore, usually after taking a large meal, the urge for defecation is enhanced. This reflex is more developed in children. Gastrocolic reflex is proposed to be mediated by gastrin secreted from stomach in response to gastric distension or not by neural factors. So coming to defecation. Defecation is a reflex phenomenon with voluntary control. Thus, it has both reflexive automatic and voluntary components. The center for defecation is present in the sacral position of the spinal cord, which is influenced by higher centers. The efferent pathway involves cholinergic parasympathetic fibers in the pelvic nerves. So the mechanism of defecation occurs. This increases the intra-abdominal pressure, which forcefully expels the rectal contents to the anal canal. This is assisted by relaxation of external anal sphincter, decreased anorectal angle, and relaxation of puborectalis muscle. Evacuation of bladder is preceded by a deep breathing that pushes the diaphragm downward. Contraction of respiratory muscle increases intrathoracic and intra-abdominal pressures. Contraction of the abdominal wall muscle further increases abdominal pressure. When all these mechanisms elevate the intra-abdominal pressure to about 200 centimeter of water, the feces is forced out through the external anal sphincter. So this is controlled by parasympathetic and it is a voluntary mechanism. Thank you, students.